Hello, traders and I Love Stock community members. This is Clay coming to you live and direct from the United States of I'm so scared, but we're not, because we're home traders and we're dominating because we follow the money and we are not retail. So let me give a little introduction. First of all, credit where credit's due. Just wanted to thank I Love Stocks and Vegas for having me here, because on her good graces I have organized myself into somewhat more of a information resource, which I'm excited about to both provide and to be a part of a community who cares about this stuff. I've been a part of other chat, Discord chat channels, and have poured tons of time and energy, and it's been mostly crickets, and it's not just because people are uncomfortable with the cannabis space, but I think it's because they just don't understand it. And a lot of the stocks, at least in the United States, are buried in OTC, so it's a challenging fact. But the truth is that over the last year and a half, we have had an explosion of stocks from Canada, reverse listing or just direct listing on the NASDAQ and NYSE, which has opened up the world of options, which for us in this community is not just clutch, it is money to be taken from the market. So this is fantastic. So more than just an introduction of that, this is a WeBull platform tutorial. So let's get to it. First of all, these are the links you can find in my Cannabis Hemp Play channel. If you don't have the platform and you're interested in learning about it, that's great, but I truly recommend that you get this for multiple reasons, if not first and foremost because there's the paper trading portion, and if you are tech savvy, then you can link your iPhone to your iPad to your desktop. You can use it from a browser. It's just extremely versatile. It is, what I would say is it's not trying to compete in the backwater cricks of Robinhood. It is trying to compete in the deep oceans of TD Ameritrade and Scottrade. So that it has options as well is fantastic. It also WeBull, that is, has cryptocurrency coming, which will be a tremendous drop of the barriers to access and the ability for us to keep a finger on that pulse and make money when the moves are there. And so these channels, these efforts, all this stuff that's coming together as an intro is, thanks to Vegas, very inspired, and hopefully will be a resource for all and for us to have a professional conversation about the markets, the moves, the pumpers, the dumpers, the cons, and the real deals. So let's just move through here. Oh yeah, and by the way, today's talk will be on the stocks chat once this video is uploaded. So download WeBull with those links. Give me a little props for putting this all together, because I do get like 1 or 2 free stocks. So the $2 and $3 stocks that I'm getting you, you're buying me a latte, and which I'll give to somebody else because I don't drink coffee. Okay, anyways, moving right along. So here we go. This is me. I have been a investigator, researcher, investor, entrepreneur in the cannabis space for almost 8 years out of California. I've had experiences in Colorado, Oregon, Washington, Nevada, and my background is working with think tanks. So I come from high-level policy research. So this is me, Green Compass Group. More than anything, we're going to just focus on the things that I've created to get this information to you, and WeBull will be one of the main platforms that I post through. So this is all coming together. So I've got a YouTube channel that I'll post. I've got a Twitter account. Oh my God. Hey, look, that's a $10 bill. And guess what that is? That's hemp. So industry, hemp. Moving right along. I've got a StockTwits account, which is connected to the Twitter now. And here we go. Let's talk a little bit about WeBull then. Moving right in. So this is a free, commission-free platform which has some, obviously put a lot of money into the usability as well as the tech. And more than anything, they have congregated a tremendous amount of intel in one place. And for us momentum traders, as Vegas has pointed out, it's about having the information at your fingertips and then making a tactical decision, not a guess or a gamble, but a tactical decision that is based on both risk management and momentum and volume and price action. So here we have a significant amount of information. I'm showing right now just the what you can find if you log in through a browser, but it's very similar on the downloaded web platform. I am unfortunately not going to be able to show the iPad video today, but I will do a small tutorial on that to show where all the bells and whistles are. But again, it's a powerful tool that you can familiarize yourself very easy and avoid other. I guess you could say it's cost saving because in effect, you don't even really need a trading view account to look at those charts. Trading view. Something like this, trading view, because the charts on WeBull are very malleable and you can trade off the chart, which I'll show. So we have a tremendous amount of details going earnings, and the drop down intel is it gets very granular. So you can take a high level view and then you can take a granular view very easily. So let's see here. What else can I show you off of this? Not much. These are just market indicators. Download the platform. Okay, cool. I think I'm done with this side because what I'm going to do is hit this trade button and open up what is the inner WeBull trade platform from a browser. You have a tremendous amount of malleability, setting widgets, moving them, connecting them to groups. These are all bells and whistles that TD Ameritrade has. So, and then of course here you go. Everything at a click of a button, you're paper trading, which as we're learning this and as we're testing and especially with options, but again, with just platform knowledge, so that you can avoid user error and, your kung fu when it comes to trading, your ability to choose the right entries, your right exits, and your right executions with right, profit taking and, stop loss management. So we're in that trade. Here we have a tremendous amount of screening options. Again, very similar to TD Ameritrade or to TOS, but a little bit more visible and very customizable. They have a lot of details. I guess these would be their working orders. I have a sell on Val. You choose the markets. This is an incredible amount of details. It may at first start feeling like, oh gosh, what am I looking at here? But you really have got to just take a moment and realize that they've simplified a tremendous amount of complicated information so that you can have it, I hate to be facetious, but in pretty little pictures for you. This is important. Net inflow, we're constantly talking about this in the room. So I just love this. This is fantastic. Oh gosh. Then you can look at global markets, right? Because who said we're just looking at our own? This is a phenomenal tool. Oh my Lord. You're seeing in live action as the sun goes around the world how the markets are affecting each other in one visual aid instead of in some line item. On the iPad, these are actually turned into bubbles, and the bubbles are bigger or smaller, and it's just great for your eyes to be able to very simply see what's going on. And of course, here is where you dig into futures, because of course they have futures as well. I didn't mention that, but these are the futures markets included. Of course, you can dig in if you want to go specific. I guess I could probably choose something here, but then boom, because you didn't have it all, you have cryptos as well. Again, we're not being able to trade these, but you can see it. You can see the price action of Bitcoin, and instantly you're in a chart that you can add a tremendous amount of indicators. I've looked through the indicator set. And I believe I counted like 56 of them, right? But very easy to flick on, flick off. Multiple charts, compare charts. Again, the beauty of this is customizability. You can detach windows, and you can add different widgets. Price ladders, which I'll show you all in the next phase. Oh wait, one last thing, watch lists. And these watch lists transfer from your devices. So I am looking at it here, but it will also be on my phone, on my iPad in real time. Oh look, see? Here's my ONC entry, which I think is pretty good, because if it breaks out, this is the top, right? I can add this to one, I can add it to many watch lists, create alerts. Let's do a drawing here. See? Boom. And there's my entry. I got a little alert. Anyways, moving right along, let's see news, financials, press releases. Back to financials. Holy smokes! I sometimes just swallow my tongue because it's so much intel. But look, it's the point is not to get overwhelmed by this. The point is to see it, to get used to it, to look at the fact that they have thought about this very thoroughly, and what I think and what I experienced as a young trader and what I know now is that these platforms are put together by experts, and the default settings are meant to trip you up. They are they are to test your knowledge, and they expect you to be a novice, and so they kind of lead you to slaughter. If you don't change one or two things, then you are going to be part of, invariably, the masses and retail and the donor squad, which I believe somebody told me is something ridiculous like 90%. Moving out of this, we're going to get into the actual platform, which I believe is what we were looking at. See? Same thing. You didn't even see me change from the, well, I guess I did. That was just 2 or 3 clicks. But the point is that we went from the browser to the real desktop widget here, and it's seamless. And that's what you want. You want to be able to have your systems in place so you aren't spending all the time fighting these platforms. And I believe WeBull has done us all a tremendous service by giving us this and being able to do things like save boards. Wait, I have multiple trades. This we could do. To a lot of things. Anyways, point being is I've got one for options, because you actually do have a widget here. I don't know why they have it under stocks, but it's options, and this is where things for us, it's super important. You start seeing the different strike prices. You can have layout, filters, descending, extending, not quite sure what. Nope, we're not going to go down that route. Anyways, we can get into more details, but the point is that you can trade from this platform, buy, sell, cross, and there's always, as you would want, trade confirmations. You're not just going to do some crazy like pocket call, order some pizza, and then make a crazy trade. I've set these up to be connected. So I think what's important to see here is that much like you would want from the gamer techie-ville, we have basically the technology, and it's free. And you can see in your price ladders how to do this. And if you're, you can do obviously hotkey buys and sells, but there's also advanced market orders where you're, this little octagonal circle is the best thing. So anyways, I'm getting up there past 15 minutes. I think I've gotten a pretty good overview here that, with all the details that you can have, as I'm setting this up, this platform is what other companies like Lightspeed charge, $150 a month. And what I do know about WeBull is that they have limits. That they do have data streams that they charge you for, but there's also account levels where if you have like 2,000 or 2,500, you suddenly have access to certain other levels of data, which assist you greatly. So I think that's going to be us for the day, for the moment. If you're interested in it, we can keep the conversation going. There's a lot of people in the room that are been using it for a while. I know Tony Stark is a pro, and I know Basscat has it but hasn't really used it, and Trader Doe is apparently has it and loves it as well. So let's get into figuring out how to use this together and trade better. So thank you guys for your time. KLEY, over and out.